Welcome back, everybody. You're truly here. Today we're just taking a look at this beautiful bike. As you can see, all the glorious use it's gotten lately. It's nice and dirty. Problems we have so far, not too many, except we lost the brake on the front. Rear one still works, but this brake got no more power. It goes all the way down, so I gotta figure out what happened there. If there's a leak, where the leak is. I know there's a leak, so I gotta figure out where the leak is, so I gotta top it off and then squish it and try to find out where it's leaking, tighten up where it might be leaking and figure out that. So that's what we're up to at the moment. Heavy use every day. We had it out in the drizzle last night, as you can see. Glorious. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, she does well in the drizzle, let me tell you. So, yeah, it's pretty much what we're dealing with, and we're gonna start figuring out the brake problem now. That's about it. Everything's pretty tight. Like this bolt, super tight, doesn't loosen up. Works very well. A little bit of looseness here, but other than that, we're good. Alright, so let's get to figuring out this brake problem. I'll film more when I know more. Alright, so we moved around this stuff and we got to what I think this screw is for adding some fluid. So we're just going to add some fluid and get the pressure back and then check to see where the leak might be. Probably down there, I would assume. So after getting the screw out and taking off the caliper, realize I don't have the proper bleed tool, so I have to buy the universal bleed kit from Amazon and just wait for that. So that's where we're at the moment. When I get that, I will continue on and proceed to bleed the brake from bottom to top. It would be very easy to do right now. I have the Shimano bleed kit, but it doesn't fit on here, so I'm kind of screwed. And I don't really know how to do it with nothing. So we're just going to wait and deal with that, and I'll just have to use the bikes until then. 3 or 4 days. We'll see. Maybe we'll get a next day shipment if we're lucky, just randomly. Alright, see you in that clip. Alright, here we are, like 4 days later, 5 days later after ordering the package. The package has arrived. Here's the disgusting scooter. No front brake. You can go all the way down. So what we're going to do is bleed the brakes and then figure out where the leak is if there is one. So let's go. Let's get to it. Da, da, da. Here she is. Oh, beautiful. The beautiful Easy MTB bleed kit. This thing just better have the size I need. That's all I'm looking for. Alright, what do we got? Let's find out. We got a bunch of plastic things. Metal plastic thing. More plastic syringes. Yep. A bleeder. Bottom. Bleeder top. This is what we're looking for, and we're looking for the right sizes. I got the kit with the metal tips, not the plastic ones, and hopefully in here is the right size nipple I need. Maybe it's already on there. Let's find out, shall we? So the one that came on, it doesn't fit. It's not the right size, so let's see if we get the right size. All right, that's cool. They give you some tips for the screwdriver, which is this. That's cool. So I didn't know you get a screwdriver. Here's a couple cups, more syringes. Like 3 altogether. A couple little cases here for the nipples, probably. Bleeder adapted storage box, bit storage box, a wrench, all my nipples, and then some tubes, metal hook, elastics, and some gloves. Pair of gloves. Alright, yeah, pretty cool. Let's see if we have the nipples. That's all we really need. Proper size over here, so let's dig in. Alright, the nipple we need right here. They do have the right size, which is great, so probably a couple of them, and we're going to use both of them and get this thing bled. What you do is just, instead of screwing this off, because it doesn't seem like it wants to come off, don't break it, and just take this and screw it on, and there we go. We're ready to go. We get the right size on there. So the one on there, it's probably like universal. Just leave it and then use the attachments. And there we go. It's the top reservoir, so when we push fluid through the bottom at the brake, it'll go up to the reservoir and fill this. And yes, it does have the 2 sizes I need. It has 2 of the proper sizes. One goes in the brake caliper here, and then the other one is right here. And now we can properly bleed and get my brake back. Do not inject this into your veins. We're just working on getting the air out of here, and then we're gonna start filling her. And that's it. She's screwed into that, and then that's empty, and I'm just gonna start pushing down here, and we'll just watch the reservoir. Well, we'll watch here first just to make sure everything starts going in. Start to squeeze. You can see the squeeze, right? Look at the R. All right, we're going in. Now let's go transfer this up to here and wait for the blood. Wait for the blood to come through. Is that blood I see? Oh, that's blood. Yes, brake blood. I think we're okay. I think I can stop right now. All right. So, after like 3 different times, I filled this up pretty much all the way and squished it through the bottom to the top, filled the reservoir 3 times, just to let you know, because I did it the first time, did it once, didn't work, still had no pressure. Did it for the second time, still didn't really have pressure. Watched the video, checked to see what I was doing wrong. It said basically just do it until there's no air bubbles, so the 3rd time I just put my nose on top of the reservoir up top and made sure I didn't see any air bubbles, and I didn't. Then I quickly tightened this one, and then quickly tightened that one, and then we got some pressure back now at about halfway, which is good. It's actually more than this side. So that's good. That's telling me that there's actually no air in this one and probably a little bit of air in that one, but that's okay for now. So as you can see, I got oil all over the board and probably all over the rug, but it's okay. We'll be shampooing at some point, but yeah, we're making a happy little mess over here. And we're gonna cook the brake pads because I probably just soaked them in oil, so I think I'm gonna go check that technique out. I've read about that and I'm kind of curious. I might have other pads, but I wanna see if I can just cook these and get them back to normal, because I'm pretty sure I soaked them in oil. So let's go check that. Oh yeah, we soak these things. I wonder if we can bring them back to life. There's still some meat on the bones, so let's see what we can do. Beautiful looking, huh? She'll be tasty when they come out. Let's get them in there. I don't know, 400 degrees. All right, instead of doing the cook my old pads method, I have a pair of new ones. I'm just gonna use these for now because they're so cheap and easy to deal with. I'm just gonna order some new ones. This is probably my last pair. I might have another pair somewhere, but for the scooter, I think they gave you 1 pair of extra pads, and here they are. So I'm gonna throw them on and be good for now. And no, try not to soak the pads next time, but it's really hard. I think maybe next time I'll take the pads out completely. I probably should have done that when I first started working on the caliper, but oh well. Live and learn, All right, look at this. Nice. That's where it's stopping. The best thing that worked was putting the reservoir back on the top of the brake over here, filling up the reservoir. Don't touch anything down there. I didn't touch the caliper. I just filled this up, poured some fluid into the reservoir and squeezed it and made sure I got all the air that was right at the top out. And then just kept squeezing it, and I could see the pressure going in and out of the reservoir with no air bubbles. It was just little squirts. I hammered the neck over here with my rubber mallet and made sure there were no more air bubbles. Now we have the tightest grip possible on this hydraulic brake, so we're psyched. I'm gonna do it to the other side too, same technique. Just gonna put the reservoir on over here and give it a couple whacks after I fill the reservoir. Get the air bubbles out. There's probably some air right up at the top here. But this one's not horrible. It just could use a little bit of a tune-up. And that's where we're at. We're psyched. So I'll show you with this one. Does it have to be up? No, it just has to be tall enough to cover the hole, like that. And then we just give it a couple squirts. Well, maybe we'll turn it just so we get a little bit more. See the air down at the very bottom? A couple very light squirts. I just want to see fluid coming out of there. Yep, like that. Wonderful. Yeah, we're good. That's all I wanted to do to get the last bit of air out. I'll give it a couple knocks with the hammer and put it back together. Get our pressure back. Isn't that nice? Got the power back over here too. That was very easy. Lots of pressure. Stops like not even halfway, like a third of the way, which is normal. It should stop about a third of the way. Not even halfway if you want it full. Halfway is like when it's got a tiny bit of air in it. Just know that. I think I got they're both good. They're both about even. So we're gonna clean up now, get all the oil off, vacuum, clean up everything, put everything away. And we're happy. Then I'm gonna wash it down. And we're good for tomorrow. She's fully charged, so that's it. I'm gonna stick it in my bathtub and give it a quick rinse. All right. It's been another beautiful day with yours truly. The scooter update, maintenance, and repair. Oh yeah, another thing I really wanted to mention. The caps that come with those, okay? Very, very important. Why? Because this, I nailed myself. Sorry for my nail. I hit myself so hard with that. Probably on the back of the front. I don't know, either one. So hard this direction, and it like absolutely dented my leg, and it took like a month for the scab to come off. It was the thickest, biggest scab ever. So I might get some more caps for those because I'm just not loving that. You got to be very careful when you're transporting this, putting it in and out of your car, setting it up. It's 70 pounds. It's heavy, so it kind of beats you up if you're not in the mood to beat it up. You got to have some strength and some power to like manhandle this. That's the truth about it. If you're like 90 and you're trying to like carry this in and out of your car, it's probably going to fall on you and you'll die. So I would never suggest that. I had to work the muscles up to drag it in and out of the back seats in the floor. Just getting it in and out of there is like hell on earth. But otherwise, I'm doing it. Scuffing up the inside of my car a little bit, but it's well worth it for what I do when I use it for. It just helps me out with work so much at the moment where I am in life. And that's it. So yeah, just a word of caution. Make sure you save those caps or get a better way to put them on. If I order new ones, I'm gonna have to like glue them on or something. I gotta find a better way to put them on because they're just gonna come right off with the first piece of wood or tree or anything big that I hit. So haven't found a good solution for it yet. That's where we're at. I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. Maybe I'll get caps, maybe not. You know, caps are annoying because they're just gonna come off again. So the only thing I would suggest is just be very careful when working around your legs and transporting this thing around and just moving it because it's so heavy that it'll swing or roll into you a little bit, and it's 70 pounds or more just crashing into whatever. All right, and that's it. It's been a wonderful video. See you guys in the next one. We'll give you some more updates on this when it's necessary, but for now, that's about it. Everything's rocking the house so far. It's getting its butt kicked gloriously. This is getting the ever-loving crap beat out of it in ways that I've never thought possible, so we'll see how long she lasts. All right? Well, here they are after I roasted them twice at 400 degrees and put them into boiling water. Twice. Second time around, the boiling water looked very clean, so hopefully I can still use these again in the future. Are they hot? Nope, they're good. You know, there's enough meat on here. As long as there's no oil in there, I think we're good. It's more like, instead of throwing them out, I'm just going to keep them as backup pads at the moment, just in case I need them. Stick them back in the box, you know? Be good to the environment. But yeah, they feel good. I don't feel any oil. I think they're ready to go, so. Right on. That's that little method. Oven and then boiling, back and forth. Now, why I think it happened is because this little bleeder screw on the right brake front, I think that might have gotten loose with the colder weather as I transitioned from summer into winter. Super drastic temperature differences, and I bet you some of my bolts loosened up a little bit, and that was a little loose and let the air in at the top, because so far it's very, very strong so far. You know, nothing's changing, but I'm looking to see if there is a leak anywhere, why it leaked in the first place, but I have a feeling it was just one of the bleeder screws, either up top or down the bottom. So yeah, it's always good to check your bleeder screws throughout the temperature, season differences, all that good stuff. I would say give this a tune-up every season, every 3 months. It needs attention, for sure. Go through every bolt. If you ride it a lot like I do, so I kind of ride it almost every day. Most of the weeks lately, so definitely needs a lot of attention when you're using it a lot. All right, see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you later.